here in the middle of the season, these teams really coming into their own right now. They found their identity and know what they're all about, Grant.
Well, oftentimes that's what happens. I mean, these guys have had the time to gel and get to know how they like to play. And at this point, it's all about going out night after night and just executing.
Now let's take a look at the Kings' opening lineup. Up front, it'll be Murray and Sabonis. Javon Carter is out there with Gary Harris. And it's Barnes in at the 3. With All-Star Weekend coming up fast, the field for the three-point contest has been announced. Good to see MP will be taking part.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, you want players that raise the excitement.
Yo, quit being sloppy. Play
league to give them a spot.
Now Carter, right now averaging 5.5 a game. To the middle. Sabonis, the pass to Carter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From the high post. The rebound by Devin Booker. After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA, Brent.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous. And this team really came together in a hurry. And they're going to be a force for the next few years to come.
Sabonis can't hit. Pass to Mr. Clutch. Sinks the tray.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
The Kings have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Sacramento calls timeout. Their last.
The part about that is when you get to the free throw line, you got to turn those into points, and it might have cost them in that last ball game, missing all those chippies.
About 1.5 minutes through the first quarter. Carter, the pass to Harris. Sabonis with a screen on Booker. Harris with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Just 5 on the clock. Barnes against Ayton. Sacramento again missing. Well, it was announced MP once again winning Player of the Week. Another feather in his cap in what has been a strong season.
And it shows how dominant MP can be for stretches. There was nobody in the league that could slow him down that last week.
Now here's Harris. An 11-point game for him in the win against Dallas. Over Bridges and connects on the 9-footer.
Well, that's a healthy make there after missing their first 4 shots. 1 of 5, not what they wanted, but they're on the board.
To the right side, here's Mr. Clutch. And the Suns get another 3.
They immediately found their offensive rhythm, hitting 3 straight shots to start the game.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Carter, the pass to Murray. Here's Barnes. The shot, no good. And Phoenix will come the other way. Fresh off a win against the Pacers.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
Now here's Harris. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. And there's 1:45 left to play in the first. Let's go with a 3. And Ayton pulls it down. One of the best parts of All-Star Weekend, the Rising Stars game. MP will be in it this year.
Yes, he will. And that game is so much fun to watch. The future of the NBA on full display, and MP is a huge part of it.
Now here's Carter, looking for his first basket still in this one. Inside. Here's Barnes. It's wide right, hits off the rim. Phoenix has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. From the arc. Mr. Clutch can't hit. The Kings trailing. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Pass to Barnes. Sabonis with it. 16 feet out. Again, the miss by the Kings. Here's Mr. Clutch. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And here are the Kings now. They come into this one having outplayed the Mavericks last time out.
And in that one, the bench came to play. Gave the team a bunch of points and energy to put them over the top.
Well, I talked to the assistant coaching staff. What they were stoked about is that the bench guys came in and played well. So punch off the bench, a big factor in that win.
Here's Barnes. No good, and they can't put it into the drought.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause.
When they can, that's part of why they lead. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And as our coverage continues, happy Valentine's Day again to everyone out there. And take a look at the Suns' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, it's simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will.
Number 4, first personal foul, first team foul.
There with Chimezie Metu. Then there's Javon Carter. Then it's Alex Len. And it's Ross. Called here. The Suns decide to talk it over.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 19-6 run.
Thanks. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against the Pacers delivered quite a performance. He dropped just 48 points and also did a lot of damage from long. He had his handprint all over that game. Put up some big numbers. Guys, back to you.
All right, Alec, thanks for the update. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up once again tonight, Grant.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this, B.A. Just needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Nice shot by Ross.
Pretty good instincts right there from Harris. He sees the defense moving, and then he just spotted the open guy.
Out to the right wing. Here's Mr. Clutch. And the Suns miss again.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Ross finds Harris. It's Ross on the wing. 17 points for him last game against Dallas. Sends it home from three-point land.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Pass to Mr. Clutch. To the left wing. From downtown. Sinks it from distance. He's got 12. And you think about how it all started for MP. Booed on draft day. And now he's the love of the fan base.
And the cherry on top for him was beating Shep Owens in a street ball tournament. That was a punctuation mark for anyone still wishing this team drafted Owens instead of MP.
Murray for three. The shot won't fall. And so it's the Phoenix Suns.
Your Suns, 33. The Kings, 15.
We're seeing some high IQ play from him.
And moving on to our current game, that's it for us.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Well, the Kings shooting just 21% from the floor.
Have we gotten used to Devin Booker putting up huge numbers? So a 40-point game for him feels like another day at the office.
Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Mr. Clutch in at the point. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Well, you talk about Booker's high-powered offense. He's a rare member of the 70-point club with only 5 other players in NBA history. Brett, you got Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, Elgin Baylor, and David Robinson.
Man, B.A., if you could sit down at a table to talk about your 70-point night, I'd like to be a server at that table.
Pass to Barnes. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jay Crowder. First foul.
First team foul.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Murray, a screen on Booker. Harris's shot is good. Harris has gotten his second bucket.
Harris is used to the contact, exceptional at scoring despite getting hit on that shot.
It's Bridges on the wing. Over to the wing. Jacks up a 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one. Right now, 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
Harris passes to Sabonis. Count that one.
You got to get all over Sabonis. Any kind of crack down there, he's going to find it and find a way to score.
Down low. Out to Bridges. Here's Mr. Clutch. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. 21 points in the game.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Pass to Sabonis. Back to Carter. Tipped. And they've stopped the action.
Y'all ain't calling it on that side.
Shooting for Sacramento, Javon Carter, taking 2 shots.
The previous play is under review.
Is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Shot clock at 5. Here's Bazemore. And once again, off the mark by Sacramento.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
One thing the Kings got when they hired Mike Brown is a coach who's been through and seen it all with his NBA coaching experience.
And a nice bump for their offense this half. Now shooting over 50% for the game.
Pass to Bazemore. Counted. When it comes to Mike Brown, he's been an assistant or a head coach for 6 different teams now, Brent.
That's a lot of different kitchens to be in, BA. And as an assistant, he's worked for great coaches, Greg Popovich, Steve Kerr, Rick Carlisle. A great group of coaches to draw upon and then add his own styles in and what he wants to do with this Kings team moving forward.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Here's Bazemore. Pass to Metu. The 3 from Barnes. It's hauled in by the Suns.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Well, the Kings made a big trade last season to acquire all-star Domantas Sabonis. It's clear they want to break from their lead-long playoff drought, and they're hoping he can help them do it. He said, quote, "It's exciting. I want to be here. We're going to fight and get wins." Back to you.
Yeah, they're all in, Allie. Thank you.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
Yeah, he made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
Here's Barnes. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Outside Johnson to the paint. Here's Mr. Clutch. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And he's got 28 now. For Sacramento, they've gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. It's Bazemore on the wing. Basket's good.
Bazemore looking pretty comfortable on the inside there, weaving around for that two.
Outside Paul. Here's Mr. Clutch. 28 points for him, and the shot goes.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Bazemore, no good.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money, so when he...
Your son. The King. 28.
Big lead. With a whole new group out there. So the Kings making a change here. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Booker against Murray. Pass to Mr. Clutch. And the three off target. The Kings have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Taking a look at Sacramento. Domantas Sabonis out there with Trey Lyles. Then it's Chimezie Metu. Then it's Terrence Ross. And it's Murray in at the shooting guard position. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Suns.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
Man, scoring off of turnovers is so helpful. I mean, you get easy opportunities at the rim. It devastates the opponent. They've done a great job tonight at converting on those chances. This whole second half, he's been unbelievable scoring the basketball. The defense has had literally no effect.
Murray finds Ross. And the play-in tournament has been a success, but some debate about whether the stats should count towards postseason stats. Granted, kind of falls in the abyss. How do you think we should reconcile?
Well, B.A., first of all, it is the postseason. It's exciting. Everyone's watching. So much is on the line. This is high-pressure elimination games. And, yes, there have been some great performances that we've seen in the play-in tournament thus far. So I think these stats should be included in postseason numbers for players.
Just 5 to shoot. A shot to stop the run. And it's Devin Booker with a rebound. The Suns have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. A nice shot by Mr. Clutch.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Murray passes to Ross. Lets it go from 14. Here's Metu. From outside, off the mark.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Booker against Murray. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Suns.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And they're going to win this one, making this their 47th victory so far.
And once this game is all said and done, they'll have a healthy 2-0 lead in this season series.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Mr. Clutch.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Crowder left side. 4-3. He drops it from range.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Back to Lyles. Here's Metu. He's guarded by Bridges. Late clock here. The Kings need to get one up. Here's Ross. And Ayton pulls it down. Here's Mr. Clutch. No good with the triple. Now here's Ross. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operate.
75. The Kings, 40. We'd like to say thank you to everyone who joined us for tonight's game. We hope you had a great time rooting for your team, and we'll be back for future games.